The idea of owning a vagina can be a source of conflict within a non-binary, genderqueer feminist individual like myself, as having genitals seem to represent and define my being and identity, and my ideologies with feminism centering in the assimilation of the heteronormative, easily digestible for capitalism and profit. Also, the outdated uses and stylings of pussy power grosses out my anarcho-queer side. However, denying the existence and the needs of my body, alongside its embodied politics in my queer and gender studies, can be dangerous, and the denial of my vagina plays into the hands of both the forcefully ignorant, alongside of the conservative patriarchal ideals of being not seen or heard. My sexual organs may, currently, be part of my defining features and yet not my definition. They don't need to be seen, but they can be heard.
Today, I close the curtains, light a candle, switch on the bedside lamp, and prepare to photograph it. I briefly consider dressing it up to make it feel less pornographic, but that feels mildly disrespectful. I don't feel particularly alluring or anything. Instead, it feels more like a sort of medical examination as I change out of my granny pants and jeans and leave my socks on. It's all about between my legs and not the surrounding areas. In this dim lighting, it almost seems monstrous, alien. But I need to see beyond that. I need to try to love you, but all I see is fleshy membranes. We are taught so much buried, self-buried hatred. How do you find love beyond the resentment? It's funny how easy it is to become non-sexual while still performing the standards of sexuality. You're bordering on knowing what you like to a degree, but you aren't fully sure. You and it becomes unattached, disconnected. Repress sexuality. It becomes commonplace to be told masturbation wasn't for those with vaginas. Discussion was filled with ews and gross. Instead, when it comes to introducing another party into the mix, we had to pretend we enjoyed fumbling fingers within the undercotton of our pants. They would laugh and joke when they made us bleed. When we took it further, a rite of passage, we were told. Pain is considered fundamental to our experience. We are to only look sexy, not feel sexy. Only performing sensuality and pleasure, not participating. Once they lead to further assaults, let's just say it's completely closed for business. I have not confronted you in a while. I have been busy. I do apologise, even though you owe me one in return. Internally screaming at me non-stop, you definitely got my attention. Whilst the doctor poked you with fingers and rods, it hurt me as much as you the other day. So give me a break. You cease to function, and so do I. I have shit to do while you tantrum. I don't know what's wrong with you, wrong with me. You're keeping me awake on the phone to doctors, whilst doctors patronise me with questions about my tummy pains. It infantilises me as much as you. We are parts of the same flesh. To function as a pleasant, pleasurable unit, we are going to have to work together. Please, I'm begging you to behave. I'm sorry they hurt you, but you're just a pain in the front ass. You're far from being a point of pleasure.
All you provide is dysphoria, not euphoria.
When you are young, your hand is always down your pants. As you grow up a girl, you become terrified and disgusted. It grows hair, becomes soggy, then bloody. You are shown its true purpose in biology, an entrance gateway for some and an exit gateway for others. You hear it being called derogatory names by popular media, classmates, and grown men on the street. You're told it's yours to protect, but from what? Yourself? There's no clear instruction manual to
clear
refer to.
instruction
You rely
manual
on
to
awkward
refer to.
sayings told
You
from
rely
word
on
of mouth.
awkward sayings told
Later
from
you're
word
told
of mouth.
it's a beautiful
Later
flower.
you're told it's a beautiful
Sacred.
flower.
That makes you a
Sacred.
powerful
That
woman.
makes you a powerful
That
woman.
doesn't sound right though.
But that
Best
doesn't
to keep
sound
it
right
stuffed
though.
away for safety.
Best keep it away.
You know, funny,
Stuffed
it was called
away
a flower.
for safety.
When I was a child, I never
Funny, it
imagined
was
a
called a
plant.
flower.
I always thought
When
of
I
the
was a
powder.
child, I never imagined a plant. I always thought of the powder. We are to be queer victims associated with awkward violence, or queer/gay as in happy, beacons of joy. We are to be info/source points and accommodate those to learn about our ins and outs, in the fleeting hope of an ounce of respect and understanding beyond simple acceptance of our existence within. Passive and patient, we are to be palatable and domesticated, assigned and assimilated to fit in his or hers worlds, not ours.
They want to know what goes in, what comes out.